Hello guys, this is Berry Blue here, and today I'm doing the DBZ Dokkan battle. We're gonna do the 91st Ultimate Clash. We're jumping right in. This month I'm trying to upload one video per month, per day, per month. And we will see. This is probably the second one. The first one is the TCG Pocket video of the new pack. If you wanna check out, you can do that. With new megas released, but now this is the first Dokkan video, and let's see what happens. I guess we just collecting some items, of course, and of course rewards here. Starting off with the Team Bardock for Devilman. Should be pretty easy. First two stages I usually use Team Bardock, and on the second fight I go for the Team Ginyu or the Ginyu Force, wherever. But let's see what happens in the later fights. I might mess up at some point. I know that for sure. Lately I'm doing that on the last fights, so we will see what happens. Okay, first one pretty easy. Currently we of course have the Daima Goku Dokkan Festival. If you're someone, let me know what you got so far. Are you happy, or didn't you bother to summon for him at all? Let's quickly, not Team Bardock, we need the Ginyu Force to fight oops, a little misclick there, so we have to go back. Ginyu Force, quick selection of my Ginyu Force units. We even have some Easy 8 units which I didn't level up. So let's see. If you're so far or you have difficulty with certain fights, of course you can check out the timestamps in the description below. If you want to look at a certain point or a certain fight, what team you could use, which makes it a little bit easier, definitely do that. And of course you can also use these teams I use for, I guess, pretty much every fight going onwards. And I even have some units which I have but actually didn't put in my Ultimate Clash team. Like, I currently don't have the Golden Frieza Gogeta exchange unit in the team, so if we have other better options, you can of course do that as well. Okay, we were not able to one turn Catopesra, which is kinda annoying because of course this takes more time because we have collect more orbs, more attacks, yada yada. Okay, Recom should finish this here. Yes, and we go into level 2, I guess. Okay, level 2 is where I usually use my heroes teams. I have two heroes teams, one extreme and one is the SSJ Force. We use this and this, and then don't collect the SSJ Force and we should be fine. GT Goten, also good point. Did you summon for GT Goten and Gohan? I only went with the free tickets since I was not too thrilled about them, and rather kept the stones for, I mean, the anniversary is actually not that far away at this point, 3 months. At the time of recording it's 1st November 1st, and yeah, end of January, already anniversary. Okay, we finished Goten, and then we have part 2 as well, and potentially like a part 3 or like extra part, of course. Okay, this was the heroes team. Now we go for the SSJ 4 team, I guess, against Yamcha. I mean, Yamcha was in the latest parts of Heroes, if I remember correctly. I didn't watch that to the end though, so not quite sure. Okay, we have insane rotation with double Vegito. I can even put SG4 limit break Vegito up front. We should be fine, even with type disadvantage. Ooh, we didn't crit. That's a little bit annoying. Another one? Come on. Now he crits. Couldn't he done that with the first one? Maybe we could have one-shotted Yamcha. Would have been a little bit more funny. Okay, now for this fight, I usually go for my Universe Survivor Saga team, which is like a more tournament participants team, where I use units I don't really have space on other teams. Okay, we have no type advantage here. What's the best way to go? Jiren really doesn't like Ki, so we give him that. No 6 Ki for Kefla Eva. We are not doing too good with Ki this time. And we get super, but we should be fine with Jiren, I guess. Right? Ooh, we got sealed though. I guess then it doesn't matter too much that we didn't get too much Ki with Jiren. The important thing in this rotation was definitely that we get max Ki on the blue boys, because we can crit, have guaranteed crit this way, and that's of course pretty good because we have type disadvantage here. And I don't know why, but it always looks like I have one type disadvantage unit in the first rotation, always. At least that's what I'm feeling. I mean, I actually brought a lot of physical units, so with the Universe Survivor Saga team, so it actually made sense that it was gonna happen. Okay, ooh. This is weird. This should definitely be my Majin Buu Saga super class team. Use this, these two. I guess I can bring the hybrids. These should be fine as well, and I guess I bring the other Gotenks. I actually think I need them for my hybrid sand team, but now this has to work out. Since there wasn't a physical unit, it meant that that I cannot use my Terrifying Conquerors team how I want it to be used, because it's mainly STR type. But we will find a way. Okay, they heal immediately, which is fine. They also super attack immediately, which is also fine, because I didn't put Vegito in slot 1. And now we go for the SSJ Fusion Gotenks. So let's see how much damage this does. 2 health bars, not too bad. Oh, now we failed the fusion. And let's see how much damage this does. Also a good chunk. Pretty good so far. Vegito would have been of course nice to take more hits, but we take what we can get. Okay, normal attacks don't do enough, but the counters definitely will. SSJ Figo tanks, Dragon Fist, nice damage. We go for double super as well. Perfect. Hopefully we can also dodge. Oh, I guess we will not get super attack anyway, so as I'm saying that. Uh-oh. That did hurt a little bit. Okay, Goku. You might not actually get the chance to attack if I'm assuming right. Then we will counter a super attack with Gotenks. Or he would just destroy them, but I don't think so. Attack set not as high as like the hybrid Saiyans, and they had type advantage as well. If we counter a super attack, then definitely I think Gotenks will finish it. So let's see. Also not sure if this super attack is counterable with Gotenks. No, it's physical. It's a melee, so it's not countable. Okay, then Goku should do it, because he should at least go for another super attack as well. Even with his lower attack stat. Yeah, but that's it. This tier usually doesn't survive, but I might have accidentally modified it a little bit, but it's a lot stronger than it is on other times. Okay, I think if I want to use Terrifying Conquest, this I would use it here. So we should be fine. No type disadvantage, right? Frieza is good in slot 1 here. Cooler doesn't need key. And Turles is, I think, locked, right? Or was he sealed? I think it was locked, yeah. Turles was locked, so not a big deal. We take no damage with Frieza. Thanks to his super easy, he of course also does quite a bit of damage now as well. I mean, his super easy has been out for quite a while. I guess if we are not at that point where category leads are gonna get super easy quite yet. Ooh, we took a lot of damage here, but Turles should do pretty well here. Max key, we get the guaranteed crit as well. Additional super attack going as well, and we have a good second rotation. It's fine. I think we see like Final Form Cooler and also the STR Cooler kinda not being able to handle the newer events anymore, or at least my opinion, they cannot handle it. This Frieza can be quite insane. His attack stats can be ridiculous. I think he also stacks attack, so that's quite a feat. Yeah, Cooler, sadly, I think his defense is just not on the same level anymore. And here we have Piccolo Jr. as well. He's pretty good. I mean, not using him too much, usually World Tournament. Ooh. Cooler. Okay, we at least give him 15 key, which is pretty solid. The most attacks go to Piccolo, so we should be fine. Let's go for some death beams. That's one. Let's go for another one. Okay, only two. And we see final form Cooler 3 million attacks. That kind of laughable at this point. Should definitely upgrade my team a little bit. But our next rotation should definitely finish Gohan and Piccolo for sure. And even defensively, I don't think we will. I guess Cooler, if Cooler gets super attack, we might actually lose. Except he does a million super attacks, or he just dodges. But it wasn't a super attack. And Piccolo Jr. should be fine. He's like insane. Yeah, for World Tournament, he's like the best unit because you can just learn this active skill, and majority of the time it's good enough. Also, he can go for a few super attacks, which of course build up his defense and makes him more able to survive more difficult events. We took quite a huge hit there though. Ooh, Frieza is locked, but yeah, Bojack should be fine. And we also have quite a bit of support here going with Bojack and Cooler. And now 26 million with full power Frieza should be enough to finish it, and that means we are left with 2 more before we get into the final fight. Okay, we go with Frieza because that means we can use our Majin Buu Saga Extreme team. We're gonna use this, and this should be fine. Only weakness right now is of course the AGL Super Buu, and of course he appears immediately. At least he's off rotation, so we don't have to see too much of AGL Super Buu. Maybe I also should have linked him with the Bootangs, but I wasn't believing on STR Kick Buu being a good slot 1 before he attacks, so I'd rather put Bootangs in slot 1. And it kind of worked out so far, right? We also have like a pretty nasty second rotation with double int type, and we of course also have like the Evil Buu is gonna be quite useful. It could also help us survive if it really becomes too difficult, or Frieza suddenly does a billion damage. But I don't think we will get to that point. We also have to revive technically with the Majin Buu. So we should be fine here for sure. Next rotation. Let's see. How much damage can we do on the first rotation before we switch? Ooh, almost 4 health bars from the looks of it. We get Super on Kid Buu. And that did no damage. Okay. And let's see what Super Buu does. He kinda needs a Super EZA. And not Super EZA, a regular EZA. Okay. Now Buu's entrance animation. I like how happy he is. Like when he cries out, "Boo!" It's just, I don't know. It's like I wish to be a kid again and don't think about everything too seriously, but that's another thing. Gohan here going for double super attacks, almost destroying Frieza already. He did like half his total health bar. And now, do we finish it with a Kamehameha, or do we need another one before it's done? Yeah. And that leaves us with only one battle before the final fight on level 3, and we're gonna use Future Saga Extreme. I mean, we have we have 2 STR units, so it's not ideal, of course, but we are bringing the god, and he's kinda his son. Okay, this time we are not bringing any type disadvantage, but we didn't get any int ops for int clone, which is a little bit annoying. Okay, Bardock attacks, builds up our attack stat a little bit. Fusion Zamasu, let's see what his Divine Hammer does. 1 health bar, 10 million. Okay, nice to know. Kind of ridiculous that this free-to-play unit also has a 10 million attack stat. I think the clone, let me know what you think about the clone Rossetti. I actually like it a lot because it's kind of versatile, or like everyone does very similar, but they do different stuff. But they also like have insanely high stats, so okay, Zamasu, show me what you got. Cooling's the best right now. Does this help us out? I think it does. Yeah, let's go for this. Put AGL Zamasu in slot 1. And I think Rose will finish it, if I have to guess. Even with type disadvantage, Rose's attacks that is insane. And I think he has pretty high chance to crit, if I remember correctly. But also Fusion Zamasu might be able to do a lot. Blades of Judgment here. Imagine Fusion Zamasu actually fought Bardock. He wouldn't stand the ghost of a chance. Okay, we went for 4 super attacks, and that's it for Bardock. We're now going to final fight, which is going to be the Trunks. And let's see what happens. Final fight. He's physical action this time. Okay, does make sense because he was not there previously. So let's see. Definitely bring Goku. Where's all the good stuff right now? This guy, Vegeta, this, Beast Gohan. I could bring Broly, I guess. Being like a support as well as STR. Might be quite useful. Actually, brought a team I usually wouldn't use, but since we can use a lot of STR units here, because we would have type advantage, why not bring them this time? Okay, Gogeta is here. Beast Gohan is here as well. Okay, definitely Beast Gohan slot 1. Actually gonna rotate off the Goku. Because I think he's like probably the worst right now. Because we will not transform. And like with type advantage and the damage Gogeta can do, Beast Gohan and Gogeta are better. Okay, Trunks 10 million is half health bar. So he has like 20 million is 1 health bar, so he's like 10 health bars would be 200 million HP. We will see if that's enough. But we will definitely, with Gogeta, this should be pretty easy. Yeah, 1 super attack, 30 million. The second one probably does at least 20 million, if I have to guess. Yes. Another one. Yeah. This is probably 25 at this point. 27. And we will not quite get the 13 million, I guess, with the 4th super attack. Yeah, we were off by 2 million. And Trunks is at his last 4 health bars, which should be pretty easy to whoever comes next. Ooh! Trunks actually dodged an attack. Didn't expect that. Who would be the most... Yeah, Goku. Goku definitely should be slot 1. Then Vegeta. And then we will get a small buff thanks to Broly. And this time we dodged. Pretty nice. Dodged again. And now we will get the final attack off. I actually think it's gonna be Broly. Ooh, I mean, thanks to Trunks' dodge, it's more likely that it's gonna be Broly instead of Vegeta. Can we get one more? Yeah. This should pretty much seal the deal, except like if Trunks goes for another super attack, which does 800k. So let's see. This does not enough. Our second super attack should do a little. Actually, as Trunks have too high of a defense, so Broly doesn't do enough. That would be ridiculous. Oh, he dodged it. Okay. Now I'm kind of sad. Okay. But that put us in the scenario where we're gonna go and risk it with SSJ for Goku. Will he super attack, or will he be able to counter a super attack? Yes, we counter. Genius. And win. That's it for the 91st Ultimate Clash. All the teams are used. We can have a quick look at the teams as well, so you can use them however you want. Adjust it according to the units you have. And let's see. This is the Team Bardock team, pretty self-explanatory. Ginyu team, for the first 2 fights it doesn't matter too much. If you have Heroes unit, you can of course go for the SSJ4 team. Then we have the evil the DB Heroes team. I use Universe Survival Saga here, the weak version. I could definitely use some better units. Bardock, I used Future Saga Extreme. Versus Frieza, I used the Majin Buu Saga team. Ultimate Gohan Piccolo, I used Terrifying Conquest, which should have some kind of adjustment since both coolers are kind of weak at this point, damage wise. Saonel and Pirina, I used my Majin Buu Saga team, a lot of AGL units, so type disadvantage is pretty good. And last but not least, of course, the Pure Saiyan and Earth Protecting Warrior Gohan. A lot of STI units here, a lot of AGL as well, so we utilized type advantage here. And this is for the second video of November. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below what would you maybe like to see next. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.